Hey everyone, Rob here, and Happy New Year to you. It is January 5th, and we got a little bit of news. Not too much has been going on, other than the fact that I am in COVID quarantine. Totally fine. I will be released tomorrow, but I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, I guess. We are looking at the eruption potential and the earthquake sort of scenarios that have been going on over the past couple of weeks in the Reykjavik Peninsula. And looking first at the earthquakes over the last 48 hours, not much has changed since the last update. We can see here that there is considerably fewer earthquakes than we have seen, and they are nowhere near as strong as they have been over the last couple of weeks. If we take a look at the table, we can see that there's only been about 164, and although a lot of these are in the Reykjavik or the Fagradalsfjall area, their magnitudes are relatively lower. So we do have an update from the meteorological office regarding this, and let me pull up the chart that they've released today. So they have this here, and they said that the transmissions and sort of the activity going to the GPS stations in the vicinity of Gellingudalla have decreased significantly. And so we just saw that with the map and the sort of earthquake tremor activity that's been going on there. Now the records do show that there are deformations on the surface of the earth, as we've seen before, but almost no records are showing that, there's any big changes since around December 28th. And they said this seismic activity is still considerable. I mean, we saw it's not nothing. And it's, of course, if we go back to the map and we take a look at earthquakes of all over Iceland, we can see most of the earthquake activity is going on in the Reykjanes Peninsula area when we're looking at the entire country of Iceland. So there is definitely that seismic activity, and it's considered considerable, but it has decreased significantly since the sort of earthquake swarm began on or around December 21st. And of course, there's that new magma intrusion in Fagradalsfjall. And now I know some of the webcams are showing some steam lately, but all that is just kind of side stuff. There's no actual lava coming out yet. Now, models do indicate that the magma intrusion is approximately half of what it was when it formed to the run up to the eruption in Gellingudalla back in early 2021, and I can say that now because we're in 2022. And so the run up before was around 18 million cubic meters, and that's the peak reached a depth of around 1.5 kilometers. Now, there has been uncertainty as to whether the magma in this instance will reach all the way up to the surface. We're talking a lot about potential eruption. But based on the model and sort of the images that we're seeing now, it's most likely that the magma is going to start to solidify, is what they're saying. And the longer the time passes without changes in activity, the less likely it is that this magma is going to end up in eruption and reach the surface. Now, they've said scientists have pointed out a comparison between the activity in Fagradalsfjall and the activity seen in the Kafla fires. So there is that, and there's Michelle Parks, an expert at the Icelandic Meteorological Office, who has been working on the analysis of the data, said in the Kafla fires, half the magma intrusions ended with an eruption and the other half did not. And we can see such examples of this activity at Fagradalsfjall, and it affects how big the magma intrusions are and how shallow they reach. Now, the figure that we're looking at here is what they've sort of come up with as the probability of the location of the new magma chamber, which is the red line that we're looking at, based on the models compared to the magma intrusion that took place in February-March 2021, which is the black line. Now, orange circles here, so these ones, zoom in, these nice orange ones, this is orange and green, but the orange circles represent earthquakes that have been measured since December 21st, and the green circles are the earthquakes that were measured from February 24th to December 21st. So that's of 2021, of course. Basically, we're looking at as the green circles are the ones that led up to the eruption and continued after the eruption had occurred, and then the orange ones are the new ones. So we are looking at something that is very similar of a pattern. So now there is still considerable heat in the lava field by the volcanoes. So of course, still dangerous to go there. And on cold days, steam is seen rising from the lava field because that heat condenses water vapor in the cold, things like that. It's not a sign at all of increased activity. It is just based on the weather. Now, scientists will continue to monitor the area closely, and new satellite images are expected later this week. They were supposed to be here by now, but they will come later this week, and I will report on those, and it will shed further light on the state of affairs at Fagradalsfjall. So that is I don't know if it's a big amount of news. It's kind of just like same old, but we do have this new graph and a model, sort of predictions of where things are at for this area. So I hope you enjoyed the first video of 2022. Very excited to do it. I'm, as I said before, hoping to expand into different areas, do a lot more content. The eruption is always exciting, so do not worry. This content will always be here, and I will update as things progress with this. But who knows what the future will hold for what else is going on in Iceland. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. And I hope you had a fantastic start to the new year. Better than mine because, as I said, I'm stuck in quarantine until tomorrow. Well, hopefully tomorrow. Anyway, thank you so much. And until next time, thank you for watching.